Hype.
This is game 2 of the best of 5 finals for Monday Night Starboat number 17. In the top left corner of Fighting Spirit, your blue Zerg player from the bestest friends, it's Fransczar.
And at the top right, as the yellow Protoss from Team Angry, once upon a time was on Slayers, mentored by Slayer's Boxer, of course. It is Arthur.
So really nice play there from Arthur. He definitely had to win when he did, because he was on 2 bases and was about to run out of money. But managed to do it. I'm not sure exactly where things went wrong for Fransczar, because he was playing pretty well. Maybe he just invested in a little bit too much tech. Potentially, I'm not sure. Getting the burrow movement, getting a lot of upgrades. I just might not have had the numbers he needed to hold it off. But did show us some really cool plays. So those are some neat things that you can do. Those burrow traps with the Hydras, being able to pick off the Warp Prism with the Scourge. Scouting with the burrowed Zerglings. Very neat. So cool, very cool plays from Fransczar.
A lot of kind of cutesy things, too.
Yeah. Ooh, Arthur almost gets a drone. Probe's a little bit stronger than drones in a one-on-one fight, but yeah, now this probe is going to be in a bit of trouble. Is able to get the annoying pylon down right when Fransczar was one to expand, so this pylon block a lot more effective than the last one. Fransczar is going to make a few Zerglings here to clean that up. Likely won't be able to pressure anything here though. At Arthur's front though. Although we did see from no, actually, I take that back. Arthur did wall up extremely hard in the last game. And Arthur really showing that oh, excuse me, I had a cough there. You know, chronoing out those Corsairs, able to deny the Zerg from going into a Stargate play. It just makes it very difficult for the Zerg to really do anything to pressure him when he's on 2 bases. Got that really huge wall up there. And then he just pushes out. Once he has like 5 or 6 Templar with Storm, that seems to be the timing that he's looking for. Off of 2 bases, maybe expand behind it, but he really hasn't even needed to. Just having that much Storm has been able to clean everything up just with that.
Mm-hmm. And Fransczar, of course, taking that bottom left natural. We'll see if he does what his teammate, the Red Bandit, does, or Red Bandit, excuse me, and spine again.
Spine some more, and if you're in doubt, build some more spines.
Yeah.
So.
Spine crawlers are very good.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of a delay there. Oh, he's just waiting for that to finish up. And we do see the layer coming up here.
It's a pretty quick layer.
Relatively quick. We'll need to get his natural extractor going here soon. If I could speak. Been talking too long. Despite the water in my mouth, it's still really dry. I had to figure out some caster tricks and how to talk for that long without having your mouth dry out.
Dude, it's hard.
I fully expect Arthur to be going for another Stargate here. Is going to be chronoing out a Dragoon to clean up this Overlord. Should be able to get it, no problem. So that's a little annoying for Fransczar. And there is a Stargate, so not unexpected at all. Maybe if Fransczar is able to get his you know, he did go for a fast layer. If he can get his Spire up and get some Scourge on the field pretty quick, if he's able to maybe just, you know, pick off those early Corsairs before they get into large numbers, that could be really good for him. It can be tricky though, because it's a, you know, investment you don't necessarily want to make, because it can be very, I don't want to say coin flippy, but getting those Scourge to actually hit can be pretty tricky. Oh, nice little Zealot here from Arthur. Coming down here, picking away these drones on Fransczar. Okay, now does lose 2 and then does pull. So he's going to send these Zerglings back. Just some nice scouting here. So Arthur does know where that 3rd hatchery is now. so he should clean it up without too much of an issue. Doesn't want to lose any more drones though, having already lost 2. Lings will be able to get in here, and Arthur gets in between the minerals. Nice spot.
Really good positioning there on that Zealot, but he does get cleaned up, of course.
Alright, we do have +1 once again coming up here, and the Corsairs are out. Spire is finished here. Very quick Spire. I would love for him to just go for it, but he doesn't really have the money to just, you know, go into mutas anyway. Just try to overrun him anyway. It does take a good number of mutas, and with Arthur chrono boosting,
Yeah, I don't see mutas ever coming out this game.
Yeah, and Arthur is totally prepared. You know, Arthur really, he knows how to defend on 2 bases. He's got this cannon up here in the natural. Picks up a Scourge. There are 3 Corsairs. So if Fransczar can get there, there is another cannon coming up here in the main as well. But the nice thing here, Fransczar is getting a nice scout off here too, so he knows exactly what his opponent is doing. Isn't able to quite catch those Corsairs, but has a good idea of what's happening here. I like this creeping up the 3rd base. Not that Arthur is probably going to want to use it anyway.
Has Arthur actually taken a 3rd at all in this entire tournament? Because I don't think he has.
You know, I'm not really sure. Of course, we didn't see his first series, but I think it ended pretty quickly, so I'm guessing he didn't. Let's see, who was his he played Eric, right, in the other semifinal? I can't remember exactly how those games went, but I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't. Okay, Storm is coming up here for Arthur. Zealot leg speed, getting his upgrades, everything he wants. He just feels completely safe here. Corsairs are keeping any sort of mutalist plays from happening. And he's also even on workers. So Fransczar, you know, is going to have a better income having those 3 bases, and he's getting his 4th up here as well. And ooh, we got some lag. Oh, Fransczar, no.
Fransczar. Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. Well,
that's no bueno.
you can resume from replay without, like, you can just go straight into resume, right? Without, like, watching it all. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't remember exactly how it works, but we'll figure it out. Oh! Is he back?
Oh. Looks like he's back. Alright. We see some, there were some Hydras. I'm not sure. God, armies look so...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, armies look so big on the minimap in Starbow. I don't know why that is.
Maybe just because they're spread out a little bit more when they're moving, you know?
Yeah.
The SC2 armies, they do move around in a ball for the most part.
Yeah, the units are a lot smarter.
Yeah.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is, of course, all a matter of opinion. I like it, of course.
Okay, we do see Dark Templar coming out here. We do see the number of Corsairs nice and healthy, so we're going to be able to do the Sair DT style here in this game. Hopefully we don't have any more lag issues here for Fransczar. Got whatever was bothering him figured out. I like Fransczar going around scouting here, making sure that Arthur isn't taking any hidden bases, just in case he were to do that. And we do see actually, you know, not going to be coming out with the Storm this time. He is going to be hitting a little bit earlier here with the Sairs and the DT. Alright, and the Scourge are coming out. Ooh. I don't know if I think he might have gotten one. No, I think he actually, no, he took the shields off of 2 different ones. So DT able to do a lot, but Fransczar is able to push back Arthur. And when we look at the resources lost, still very even. Nobody's lost too much here. Arthur going to send some zealots up here to the 3rd, actually. Maybe just trying to circumvent the defenses, though. Oh, and we do have a couple, maybe an Overlord getting picked off. We have 3 Overlords total that have been lost. And Arthur's looking to pressure the 3rd of Fransczar here. Now, he knows what the 3rd is. I'm not sure exactly what these zealots are all about. Ooh, some huge storms in the front. Take down a lot of health on here on these Hydralisks. But the nice thing is, you know, just by doing that, forcing out some storms, Fransczar's not, or Arthur's, that's, you know, a storm or two that he's not going to have when he wants to push. So, you know, he does take a few losses, but overall, you know, mostly just health. Very worth it to just come in here, poke, and then back off. You know, lose a couple Hydralisks, but, you know, weakening that storm count, not bad. And I somehow took down the production tab. So let's get that back up there. Observers are on the way for Arthur, so he must be prepared for the Lurker Den, which is on its way. Let's see if we'll see that with his Corsairs, most likely. But overall, Fransczar does get supply blocked again. Oh, there's a bunch of Overlords over here. Was he going for a drop or something?
No, I think probably just a misrally.
Yeah, it does have the Overlord speed. Those Overlords can get away from you pretty quick when they're moving that fast. So very, very vicious supply block. Fransczar having to make 6 Overlords now, not able to produce anything else. Really tough. And we do have a Dark Templar coming out here to scout. But we do have Overlords, we have a Spine Crawler, there's Hydralisks, everything he needs to be defensive. Spore Crawler, getting some Lurkers up. And this is what I like to see here. Fransczar going to be able to defend this position really well. A bunch of the Corsairs are going to come into the main. Maybe. Maybe not. And we do have, looks like a Storm Drop is going to be coming in here for Arthur. There are a couple of Scourge here. Ooh, is Arthur going to find it, though? He finds a Scourge, so those Scourge not able to take down this Prism. But these Hydras may be able to get on top of this Prism. Getting some damage done, not able to take everything out, though. But he's ready for it, and these aren't Reavers, you know, so... he actually takes the Warp Prism and sends it back home.
Yeah, definitely a smart idea from Arthur.
Yep. Fransczar even has a Lurker burrowed in the main.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna Spore up as well. He wants to make sure that there aren't like DT drops or something going on. So, we do have 52 drones for Fransczar, 47 probes for Arthur, and we do see this Warp Prism still creeping around. This one actually just has 4 Zealots now. He doesn't have any Templar in here, so this could just kind of be a fake. Maybe try to do a little bit of a Zealot drop and then maybe actually attack the front. And look at this though, Fransczar, plenty of defenses here. And he is getting that Infestation Pit, so he'll be moving up to Hive here relatively soon. And still not looking to get a third here. Okay, he is sending 1 Zealot here, and there's the probe. So Arthur going to be building a 3rd Nexus this game. Maybe. Okay, Corsairs here at the 3rd. This drop though, once again, it is just Zealots. There are Lurkers here. Spore Crawler, Hydralisks. Should be totally safe. Nothing to worry about. He's got Zealots, or Zerglings. Keep calling Zerglings Zealots. Meantime, though, Arthur moving the entire army up here to the front. And Fransczar might be able to get a nice sandwich here, actually. If Arthur tries to move in there. Oh, I don't know about actually engaging there. He might have wanted to wait until Arthur moves in. But he could just be trying to buy some time. He's going to be pulling everything back here, but there's not a whole lot here for Fransczar at this base. Going to be throwing some more Lurkers, though, but he could
looks like
lose the
Fransczar's
Lurker
going for a
Den.
counterattack.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to make sure that this 3rd does not come up. That's really nice, really smart play. The Lurkers are here. Lurkers killing a lot of Zealots. A lot of Zealots go down for Arthur. Oh, he really didn't want to lose all those Zealots. Now, there are the Storms, though, that he has to worry about. Lurker shots continuing to pick away these Zealots, and now there's nothing. There's only Dragoons and Templar for the most part here. And now Fransczar
observer left.
able to surround.
To the Spore.
Oh, and the Corsairs are getting dwindled down as well. There's only a total of 2 Corsairs left in the field here. Ooh, a nice Storm, though. Takes out a lot of Hydralisks here. But Fransczar might be able to get a nice surround here. His Zergling army coming in. Doesn't want to trickle it in, though.
Yeah, Fransczar, or...
Ooh, here's, look at this number of Lurkers here. Oh, the Lurkers can set up the trap here. Be really good. The Observer is out.
Ooh.
Do take down the Lurkers. Oh, he gets the Lurkers on top of the army! A big storm! But the Lurker damage has been done, and he's going to clean this up. There's only Dragoons left. Fransczar holds.
Well, there's an attack the natural, doing quite a bit of damage.
Actually, yeah, it's doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, no. Fransczar might still be in a bit of trouble here. He's got to be able to get some units here to this position. It's not a huge army, but a good number of Zealots, a couple of Dragoons. Enough to do some damage. Pulls the drones. It's important that he doesn't lose any of his important tech structures here. His hive is at the natural. 1 Lurker does get planted. Do we have an Observer in this area?
Doesn't look like it. There's no Observer with this army, at least.
Not seeing it.
Lee's
Okay.
making more.
Now Arthur has taken a supply advantage once again, but Arthur, once again, is only on 2 bases.
Lurkers!
His Lurkers are taking, unnecessary damage. Okay, he does have some Lurkers. He's going to be burrowing some Lurkers. Oh, we have a little bit more lag. Can be making some more spine crawlers. Has to get these lurkers down. There's no observer here though. These lurkers will be able to defend. Ooh, loses one. Didn't get burrowed.
Drone's getting needlessly pulled, but
Yep. We still have no observer coming out though. Okay, one observer is coming along with all these Templar. Here we go. Very nice here from Fransczar. Gonna pick off the reinforcements. This is a long way for this army to travel. And the lurkers and the hydras together
that's
able to
really
pick off a
one
lot
of
of
the
the dragoons.
advantages. That is one of the dangers of attacking cross map with your reinforcements.
Yeah, especially these very slow Templar. Fransczar, unfortunately, you know, he's got the income and he's got the workers. He's just running out of supply here. That cost-effective Protoss army, but Arthur almost mined out in the main, and very close to being mined out in the natural. So Fransczar just has to hold on. If he can just defend and hold on, and here we go. There's the static defenses are coming up here. Look at all these lurkers. The natural is going to be very safe here very soon. He's got to burrow these lurkers. Burrow, burrow, burrow. Okay. But these lurkers are not finished yet. He's got to spread them out nicely so the storm doesn't hit. Now, he's actually weaker in this position at the third. And okay, now Arthur is going to move that way. But every time that Arthur changes directions on where he's going to go to defend, that's an opportunity for Fransczar to set his defenses up just a little bit more and climb back in this game. Because there's two stories here. We have the supply counts. Oh, and we have a storm drop.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, gets quite a few workers there. Very nice storm drop. But
we do have Nidus
Arthur
just
almost
finished for Fransczar.
That's going to be so huge for Fransczar. And Arthur is almost completely out of income. He has not gotten a third. He's not trying to get a third.
There goes the Nidus Swarm. I wonder where the network is. Looks like...
Network is in the third.
Yeah.
Yep, which makes sense. He's getting the Nidus, the worm in the natural there. So good forces here, and I think that Fransczar might have this as long as he can prevent Arthur from getting a third at some point. And as long as he just doesn't die. Now I'd love to see maybe some defilers. Now he has the hive tech. Okay, the defiler mound just now starting, so that is unfortunately maybe a little bit late, but you know, he had to try to stay alive for as long as he possibly could there.
Oh
Now
man,
this
that's
is a
so
lot
many
of storm
storms.
though. But having the Nidus network is done now, so Fransczar can move his army up here to defend if he needs to. Okay,
Oh,
and
man,
Arthur's
just-
gonna go for the third now.
Arthur just having a really hard time really breaking in to his opponent.
And now Arthur does have 33 mineral. Okay, he's got a long distance mine. He doesn't have the money for Nexus. Okay, here it comes. He's coming into the third here. There's a lot of lurkers. There's a lot of spine crawlers. He's got to get the storms down on these lurkers. Okay, one storm for one lurker, but that lurker survives. Still alive. The observer comes in though. Gonna pick it off. Ooh, he used another storm on that lurker though. Really
the
didn't need
Nidus
to.
at the third of Arthur. And ooh, really good storms on the lurker.
Ooh, that storm was a big
Ooh.
storm. Oh, and a lot of drones going down here now too. Oh, another
That's
big storm on the
scary.
ramp here. Now, okay, lurkers are out. Lurker's gonna burrow. Another couple storms go down, but he's gonna clean up the army. The lurker is able to get the army for the most part.
Uh-oh.
There's only a few Templar, a Dragoon, and an Archon here, and that's it. Arthur doesn't have any income. This is his army. This is every unit he has.
Oh my goodness, is Fransczar gonna actually take this?
Fransczar should definitely take this. Some Lings, some Hydras should be enough to clean it up. And we have every probe mining from the third. Oh, and the Defiler now has Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm's that. Okay, two storms go down. Another storm is going to clean up that lurker.
Observer.
But that's it. There's no storms left. No, wait, no. Never mind. There's two storms. There's one storm. Wait, here's another one. There's still storms.
Oh.
Fransczar, though, only does have 34 drones, and a bunch of them are here and unable to mine. Another Nidus Canal, though. He can actually get... He has a huge number of units here in this canal that he could empty out. There they come. He's got the Defilers. He's got the Hydras. There's no more storms. That's it. Fransczar going to take another third. Arthur long distance mining from his third.
Very smart, but it looks like he's gonna clean this up, and this might be GG. There's
GG! Fransczar
Good.
takes game number 2 and ties up the series.